everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bench to Bold. I'm Marnie.
And I'm Elisa.
And all right, so today I'm wearing sparkles because there is nobody more sparkly and nobody more deserving of sparkles who brings the sparkle everywhere she goes than my very dear friend. I refer to her as my bae friend, B-A-E friend, my bae friend, Alvina Alston. So Alvina, welcome.
Welcome.
Bench the ball. Woo!
Well, we're so happy to have you. And I'm a fan of yours and I get to be your friend, which is so great. But I would like you just to start at the beginning for our listeners and our audience and our viewers. Alvina, you're so fabulous in all ways, mind, body, and spirit. Like, where did your journey start?
My journey started, first of all, thank you so much for having me. You know what, Marnie? None of us get to be friends. We are blessed to be your friend. We are honored to be your friend. And I'm honored to be your sister for over a decade, for many, many, many years. We are inseparable. And really, it's not a day that doesn't go by that we don't communicate in some way. If it's liking each other's posts or just sending each other hearts. So I'm honored. Each of us, honestly, our lives are so much better with you in it. And without you in it, there's a big void. You are the leader of this group because you are someone that we all look up to. So thank you. Thank you honestly, sincerely for that.
Thank you. Me, well, it was love at first sight, Alvina. So, I mean, that's for sure.
Thank you. My journey began in Buffalo, New York, from a mother of single in the housing projects of Buffalo, New York, with a mom with three girls by the age of 21 years old. And where I live, especially growing up in the inner cities, you are faced with a lot of challenges, but those challenges were met with a lot of love and determination from my mom. So I was sheltered and really didn't realize how much she sheltered me until I really came out and graduated from college and left home. She was like the Pam Grier. If you guys remember that 1970s character, Pam Grier, that is my mom. She was Pam Grier, and she gave me all the inspiration that I needed to survive. So I grew up, in a single parent home, against all odds. My mom instilled in me that I could do anything and everything from a very early age, and I always knew I could. But let me tell you this: when I was born, the doctors told my mom that I had a growth in my throat, which is still there, and they told my mom that I would always have difficulty speaking, probably would not speak so well, and that I needed to get surgery from ear to ear. And they told my mom, look, this is going to be a very ugly scar, but it's very necessary in order for her to speak. Lo and behold, my mom said, I am not doing that. I'm going to step out in faith. And guess what? All I do is talk.
And we love to listen. And that's a beautiful story. And obviously your mother's faith, and I see you wearing a beautiful cross, has obviously gone from generation to generation. What is your mother's faith and belief and prayer? What has that done for you?
My mom always believed in Jesus, never questioned about who was the center of our lives and who was the center, of our household. In her room was always a Bible open on her dresser. And to this day, I have the same thing. Both dressers have Bibles open. So do my children, which makes me proud. My son, who is 22 years old, he surprised me. He posted on Instagram and he said, God, I may have fell off, because he works out. He said, I may have fell off a couple of days, but God, I'm here. And when he said that, it brought tears to my eyes because, as parents, when we say things, when we see our kids actually doing it, it's like, oh, lo and behold, woo! It was just like amazing. But yeah, my mom always believed in Jesus. I mean, she was 21 years old with no kid, with 3 kids, not even a college diploma. But she, whenever times get rough, she always, that faith in God really permeated our household and me. And I still walk on that today because you know my story. I don't look like what I've been through. So get ready for this.
Yeah, share it. I mean, I would love to have you. Your story is really incredible, Alvina. And I'm so proud of the woman that you are. So I would love for you to inspire our audience and our viewers with the Alvina wisdom that you have.
Thank you so much. I always believed that I was different. I always believed that I was set aside. I'm the baby on both sides of my mom and my dad's children. And I was always different. I was never like the tough exterior child. All of my siblings were tough. They were like, tough to handle things. I was not. I was not this tough person. I was always a crybaby. I was always the soft one. I was always the lovable, clingy one. And I realized that the journey that I went through in my life is God prepared me for it. I'm going to just tell you this. So I graduated from high school. Number one, I always wanted to be a news reporter, right? Overcoming the obstacle, number one, was the growth in my throat, right? So I overcame that. I got in so much trouble in school. It's like, talk too much, talk too much, talk too much. Fine. That was number one. Number two, I was short in stature. I was always very, very, very small. I was premature at birth, and I was always small. I was always bullied. Like, you're a shrimp. And my mom would tell them, a shrimp is expensive. Shrimp is $20 a pound. You tell them that. And I was always like different. Fine. So when I look back, I'm like, God was just setting me up for success. I'm going to tell you why. So after I had the diagnosis with the growth in my throat, I went through school. I was an A student. I said, I want to be a news reporter. No one looked like me that was on the news. I was like, I want to do that. Went to college. I was the first to go to college in my family, first to graduate, got my first job as a news reporter at 19. I, from there, went to many other TV stations, was blessed to help to launch Fox Business Channel, worked at ABC, CBS, so many networks, head of talent at I-24 in Israel, 14 different news entities. But during my journey, it was a rough uphill battle. Number case in point, in 2000, before 2000, I became a single parent in 1995. My daughter is now 30. I'm a grandmom. It was a very difficult time. But prior to that, one of my sisters, I was very close to her. She was like my inspiration. She was like my protector once I came to New York City. She died suddenly of AIDS in 1994. It just stripped my whole entire life when she died. But in 2000, my husband and I got pregnant, but prior to those pregnancies, I had two babies that did not survive. One had a cystic hygroma, water on the brain, and the other just did not form properly. But guess what? 2000, I got pregnant with triplets, all natural. It was a 1 in like 80 million or something chance to have identical triplets. It came to me. No fertility drugs, nothing. My great grandmother had 2 sets of twins. Lo and behold, I have triplet cousins also. It came to me. I'm like, oh my goodness. We were going for a sonogram. The doctor says, one of your babies has 6 legs. We were like, what? What? Come to find out, it was triplets. But on the way out to dinner, I was 6.5 months pregnant. All of a sudden, I felt the pain. The one baby was separating herself from the others. They rushed me into surgery. She died right away. Then, 4 months later, after giving birth, the second baby died. She was 4 months old. Then, 6.5, 7 months later, we were going to bring the last baby home. She was like 8.5, 9 pounds. That baby died. My whole life was shattered. I said, why me? I'm doing everything right. You know what? I said, a couple of my siblings had overcome drug addictions, but they had healthy babies. I'm so proud of them, by the way. And I was like, why me? You know what? I don't drink. I don't smoke. I never even want to smoke marijuana, but I do before I die. I'm going to smoke a joint. But anyway, not to make you guys laugh. But I said, I did everything right. What is going on? But guess what? God was preparing me for what I'm doing now. And he gives us back everything that we lost. I mean, he toughened me by going through that experience. It was very traumatic. And when I was going through that experience, the doctors came over to me and said, Miss Alston, we are 99% sure you're HIV positive. We are 99% sure. we're 99% sure. Your white blood cells are so low, we're sure. At that time, it wasn't rapid testing. It took a week before I got the results. Mind you, 2 babies had died. I'm rushed into surgery. I'm mentally not there. Now I'm hearing that I'm almost certain from a doctor, nonetheless, that I may have HIV. And I said, how? Did I hug my sister? How can I get this? Guess what? A week later, the doctor said, we made a mistake. We made a mistake. You're not. So I say all of this to say it gave me the strength to deal with. There's nothing I cannot deal with. And then I didn't tell you this. My father comes up dead in the house. They don't find out. They don't know what happened to my dad. They don't know what happened. They just find him dead in the house. That for another time. So I'm battling all these different things. But you know what, Marnie? It made me who I am. There's so much other layers to this, that we can discuss.
And Alvina, what's so amazing, and hearing your story, which I had known, some of it through the past couple of years of us being friends, but that you're still this warm, soft teddy bear. Like, you didn't turn into this cold-hearted animal, and you're just this soft. How is that possible? Like, how most people, I think, when going through these really one of those traumatic experiences, let alone one after another, what is that? How are you still so sweet and cuddly and wanting to help everybody? It's really, it really is amazing. You really are so incredibly unique and special.
Because I realized through being a news reporter that there are people praying for what I have. There are people that are praying to be where I am. All of the experiences that I went through during that time, I did not get my passport until I was 40. I wasn't ready to travel the world. After the triplets and after all of those things happened, I got my passport, and I just thought I was going to be the next Barbara Walters. But lo and behold, I was at Fox at the time, and there was and I'll say his name, David Tyree. He was the top of the game in the NFL. He, at this particular time, he had caught the winning catch. And by his grace, he's like, Alvina, we're going to Super Bowl. He's like, I want to go. I want to do broadcasting. Mind you, Marnie, I didn't know end zone from auto zone. I'm like, I'm going. We're going to put you on the sideline. We're going to do it. 2012, lo and behold, we did it. We had such success with me being his unofficial publicist. I was like, oh my God, I have something. I can do this. I am the most unorthodox publicist, right? I'm going to tell you why I am like I am. At the time, Fox News, Fox Business had a 6th floor private bathroom. I would go into the bathroom, lock the door, and that was my More Media office. More Media. I was like, that's when I thought about my name. Everyone likes TV. Once they get on, it's More Media. Hence my name. I would lock that door. The girls would be knocking. What's going on in there? Come out. I'll be making phone calls, putting people on TV. But I was afraid to do it on my own. And I had a Jonah in a well moment. When we came back from Super Bowl, the boss says, everyone's laid off. How can it be layoffs when this is the biggest network in the world? Everyone's laid off. Alvina, don't worry. You go apply for another job as a producer for another show. I went downstairs, cried my eyes out. The rest is history. My friend gave me an office down the street, 42nd Street. More Media was born.
That's amazing. You really are able to. So many people can't do what you do in any capacity. It's like, but you can convert and can take something and turn it into something. And do you think that resilience, Alvina, was started from when you were in Buffalo, living, with your mom and your sisters, really gritting it out? Or where was that? And how can you explain to people what grittiness and resilience really looks like?
What it looks like is, what I found out? The most beautiful things are born in fire. The most beautiful things. And the only way we appreciate anything is in that fire period. When I look at you and I look at the people I love, Nothing has ever been given to us. When you look at the people that you absolutely love, you could look at like from Jeff Bezos, Oprah, and you look at their testimonies. You look at what they've gone through. It was built in fire. It wasn't like someone gave them anything. And those moments of me building in fire, I am able to have any client from A to Z. If it's football, basketball, baking brownies, drones, it's one formula to success. And we have to go through things so that we are able to deal with life. Had I not gone through the triplets, the false diagnoses, so many other things that you guys would not believe, forget it. Like, I'm like, remember that cartoon, like Mr. Magoo? He was blind. That's me. I'm like, but let me tell you something. Had I not gone through those things, I'm not able to deal with the tough personalities in music, entertainment. You have to have thick skin. It's not even thick skin. It's crocodile skin. And you know it, Marty. You have that grit and determination. It's crocodile skin to get it. We eat what we kill, period. You don't kill it, you won't eat it.
All right. So now you're a publicist. Okay. So it's 2012. You have your office. How did you decide what clients you wanted to work with, or how did you get clients, or was it, how did that feel? What were you, now you were really in charge of making things happen for other people. What is that like?
Let me tell you something, Marnie. Every single client that I have, even to this day, all of these years later, have been word of mouth. Like I tell you, I didn't know End Zone from AutoZone. And it wasn't like David knew the other football clients. They just started happening. One time I went to a luncheon. I wasn't going to even go. And I was sitting next to a guy. He was a wealth manager. And we started to talk. That's why I tell you, you have to treat the doorman just the same way you treat the CEO. Because God is testing us. You never know the angels that he sends. This guy was sitting next to me, and we were just talking. He said, you know what? You will be great for my client, Steven Jackson. So from T.O., Steven Jackson, the epitome of his career as a running back. Like I tell you, I didn't know football. You know what I bought? I bought Football for Dummies, and I bought Basketball for Dummies. Those two books are still downstairs in my house, and I read through them. And the rest is history. It's word of mouth. And you know what? It's being in the right place at the right time. Never looking down and saying, oh, I'm not doing this. I'm not going there. Saying hello. You have to have an open mind, an open personality. And let me tell you something. God will do the rest. Look how I met you. Nothing was set up for me. So I've had a wealth, oh my God, a myriad of clients in professional sports, boxing. You know what? I can't even watch a boxing match. As soon as it comes on, I'm like, oh! You know what? But God saw fit for me to be there. I can't even ask anyone. She can't watch it. I'm like.
All right. Well, tell us why you can't watch boxing.
I cannot take the sight of the blood and the people getting hit. I want to run up there and hug them. Stop it! Even if it's my client. I just can't watch the brutality. I just can't watch it. I just cannot watch it.
And then you ended up with the biggest boxing client in the world? Is that what happened?
You know what? Exactly. You know what? I've been blessed with some of the best clients in the world to work with. Some of my favorites, from Felicia Shields, the best female boxer, Jarrell Miller, Hannah Rankin. I am just so honored to work with them and have worked with them. You know what? But let me tell you something. When I tell you about that thick skin, everything that we go through in life, our pain has purpose. Every setback is a setup for success. And everything that we are going through, it may not make sense, but it makes sense later. It's like an aha moment. So, you know what? And that's what happened in my life. And I'm still uncovering these aha moments. It's still like, wow, like bam. And you know that I was able to help launch pro football with Jaws and Marty in China. So we were in China. I'm like, God, I didn't know End Zone. I didn't know anything about football. I'm in China. Woo-hoo! So when I tell you, you just have to hold on for the ride. It's like, well, hold on for the ride. I'm here. But it comes with an open mind, smiling, and realizing that we're all going through it. It's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's not a girl thing. It's not a woman thing. And until you realize that we are all going through things together, that, when you feel like it's just me, you have that just me attitude, you're going to be alone. It's like, I'm in it together. What do I need to do? It's like, No, why me? You know what I say? Why not me? Why not me? It's not impossible. It's I'm possible, baby. I'm possible. And I will get through anything. And people are praying to be what we are in this country. This is a great country. And we have access to everything. It's up to you. My book, listen, I tell you one thing. We are all responsible for writing our own book, and I'm going to write it. Mine is going to be a bestseller. No one else is going to tell my story. And that's the attitude I have every day when I wake up.
So, Alvina, I love your energy. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love your energy and your honesty. But so I'm over here, I don't know a lot about you. Now I do. I know a lot more about you, and happy to learn even more. But I have a question. So more media, what is one of your favorite things to cover? Do you have a favorite thing to cover?
My favorite thing is to cover, like, as far as the guest is empowering people. You know what? Here it is. I'm a publicist, but you know what my job is 90% of the time? Telling this person that they can do it. That's why I realized that I had to go through those things. Of course, the formalities of booking, putting them on TV across the world, making sure they're front and center. But a big part of my job is encouraging, saying that you can do it. Being the eyes and ears for that superstar who's making $10 or $20 million and not always making the right choices. There's no yes people, certainly not me, because I am not here to be your friend. I am here to make sure you achieve greatness with God's help. I am here to make sure you get to that next level and to open up opportunities for yourself. So if you have people around you, remember, you are the CEO of your life. So you have to make sure that the sum of the 5 people that you're around, that's you. Marty is one of them. That's why I'm great. The 5 people that you lean on the most, you're the sum of that. So it's very important that you surround yourself with that. These athletes, these CEOs, they have people that are clinging on to them. They're clinging on to them because their love is based on opportunity. So we have people who love us based on opportunity, you will fail. So in more media, we are not, I am a Christian, but I am not going to impose Jesus on you. I am not here to do that. I am not here to impose what I believe on you. I am here to live my truth. And if you somehow latch onto that, then thank God. But I am here to direct you on the right path as far as your career goes and to make sure that you are achieving what you are here to do. And that's greatness. No mediocrity here. There's no gray in me. I don't even know what the color gray is. There's no hope. There's no if. It's yes. It's like I can and when. I don't believe in those words. They don't exist. No doesn't exist either.
So you have children. Do you have 2 children?
I have 3.
3
I have
children.
A 30-year-old daughter. I didn't tell you. After the triplets, 1 year later, I got pregnant with Daria. Daria is now 24. She's like almost 6 feet tall. No one is that tall in my house. She's 3 babies in one. She's the triplets in one. She is an A student. She graduated from college. She got a job in Greece, working in Greece. And she beat out all of these other candidates and she just came home. So she is going to soon work on her master's and she is working full time. My son, Bryce, is 22, full time in college. My oldest daughter graduated from college too. She's married. My granddaughter is 5.5, the love of my life. As a matter of fact, her name is Shai, which is a Hebrew name, gift from God. And my book is going to be entitled Dear Shai, the lessons on empowerment, because I want her to know who I am and know that grandma isn't perfect. And I am a transparent person and know that I am not perfect. And if I can do it, anyone can. Because we look up. That's why I love Marnie. We look up to people and we're like, wow, I can do it. And they're so haughty that you feel like I can't attain that. I don't want people to say, well, you know what? She's not reachable. I am reachable. I'm going to tell you why. I'm not perfect. And my imperfections, I serve a perfect God. So I want you to know that if I can do it, you can do it.
So do any of your children have interest in more media or doing what you do with you?
You know what? I've been more media my whole life. So they're like, no. So no, my son is a fitness expert. He wants to go into sports science. My daughter is a business major and my other daughter is a teacher. is an educator. But you know what? It's a family business because some decisions I'll bounce off of them. They're like, Mom, you have to learn how to say no. You're too this. And they'll give me advice. And so, it's a family operation. They have grown up in TV. They have grown up in this business because prior to more media, I would bring them on TV. And as a matter of fact, my son, when I was pregnant with my son, Kelly Ripa and I was at ABC News at the time. We were on TV getting our bellies casted. So they grew up in the business. They've seen everything. And I love that because by them seeing that, the life I provided for them, I tried to give them the things I didn't have. However, I'm glad they're there to experience my losses, the pain, the triumphs, because it gives them, grit. We all need that. We all need the transparency for our children so that they can make it.
All right. So Alvina, every time I see you, what you're wearing is impeccable. Your fashion is elite of elite. And I've never seen you wear the same thing twice. All right. And every time I see what you're wearing on Instagram, because, I'm an avid follower of More Media and Alvina, I'm like, what is she wearing today? That's so great. And every photograph that we have together is one of my favorite pictures because you're always so well dressed. And like you were just with Charlemagne the God the other day in a fur. And I was like, okay, where did all this fashion love come from? Who does your fashion? How do you get inspired to get dressed and to pick things out that are really actually curated for whatever you're doing and whoever you're with? You really put a lot of intention behind it.
Oh, thank you so much. As a small child, I always loved clothes. I always loved to stand out, just naturally. My mother was impeccably dressed. My grandmother was impeccably dressed. And just knowing that my mom said you should always look your best. It is not a money thing. It's not like I like this because it's $1,000 or this has nothing to do with that. If I like something, I'm going to wear it. If it's from the Goodwill, I'm going to wear it. We should look our best at all times because it brings joy. It says, this is who I am. Clothes. Remember, perception is reality. So people look at you first. And I do it not just for them. I do it for me. I do it as a testament of, girl, you don't look like where you came from. And I feel good. It sets the tone for my day. And I'm like, in my own mind, I'm walking to music wherever I go. Like, I'm having my own beat on. And that's what fashion does for me. It just makes me happy. It keeps me happy. It's like my recipe for joy.
Mine too.
And you do it well in very high heels. And I can't even keep up. And I'm in boots. And Alvina's running in heels, through a stadium, in a hotel. I'm like, slow down. You're like, come on, let's go, which is what we love about Alvina. All right. So the name of the show is called Bench to Bold. And, we've all had our moments of highs and lows. But can you please share with our viewers and with our fans and some bold moments and some moments maybe that you felt like you were benched, but what you did to get back off the bench to be your bold self?
Yes, I'm so glad you asked me that. One of the most excruciating moments in my career, I was working with one of the top NFL players in the world. All of a sudden, we had achieved so many milestones. And then all of a sudden I was cut for no reason, no explanation. I was benched for no explanation, for no reason. At that time, he just felt like, I made it. I don't need you. I don't need you. I was devastated because I had put everything into it. And you know what? During that year, I think I've even at that time developed high blood pressure because it was so much stress. And it transformed me. It made me into more of a beast. Bold. That same player found that he was not achieving the heights. He had yes people around him. He didn't have the people that cared, that was showing him. And he came back to me at Super Bowl 2 years ago and said, that was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. Letting you go. Letting you go was horrible because I saw my career falter. I never wanted that to happen, but it told me that I was on to the right path. Also, what happens is I do realize that God will shut a door. God will shut a door when we get red flags and we don't listen. This is my problem. I make red flags pink and pretty. I will love the red out of it. I'll make it pink. It's beautiful. You know, everyone's like, it's red. Nope, not Alvina. It's Alvina pink, because we are going to love this away. And you know what happens? He'll send us sign after sign, and we ignore them until he'll shut that door. That's what happens, because a new door will never open if we're holding on to it. That's me. I'm going to hold on until it dies, because I'm going to fix it. That's not it. So that's what it is. In order for us to be benched into bold, we have to listen to the signs that God is giving us, the people around us that love us. We have to listen and be obedient to that, so that we can also grow and let go. Letting go, yes, it's hard. But when we let go, what do? We open up a realm of possibilities. So by me letting go, that once I let go in my spirit, the rain of opportunities started to fall. And that's what happens. We won't get to the next level. What do? That's friendships that we get toxic signs, but we hold on. That's relationships. That's jobs. We are marginalizing ourselves with those opportunities because we refuse to let go. And that's what happens.
Yeah, Alvina, that's so powerful. I mean, it's true. It's like anytime, and when you're holding on to things tightly, like in horseback riding, if you're holding on to the horse and you're pulling on the reins, they're going to grab the bit and go faster, and you will eventually fall off. Like they will buck you off. You will fall off. Something disastrous will definitely happen. So I love that you can, explain to people, and to me, I love hearing all of that wisdom from you about how to live a bold life, even through the unpleasant events that may or may not happen, but also knowing how to not make the red flags pretty. Why do we do that? In closing, why do we do that? Like, what's wrong? Like, why do we think we have to fix it?
I think we're scared.
We do that because of fear, and fear is, false evidence appearing real. What we do is we see things the way we want to see them and not how they are. That's the innate nature of being a human being, a kind human being who kindly loves genuinely. When you have real loving people like ourselves, like you are. I mean, I don't want to embarrass you, but that's you. You are a loving, beautiful, powerful person. You look at people for who they are, you're loving, and you love everyone. And what happens with people like that is we try to love out the bad because we want them to be like us and we care so much. But also what happens is we lose ourselves in doing so. You will help them, but you end up drowning because you cannot save everyone. And that's also my personality. And I struggle with that. It's not like you know what, I'm going to stop doing that. We do that because we want to help. Everyone wants to feel like I am helping, but you can't lose yourself in the process. And that's what it is.
And sometimes, we have the personality. I used to have that personality where I wanted to fix people, and we can't fix anyone but ourselves, right?
Right. I love that. And that's where I am in my life. I have divided my life into three quarters.
Right.
So as I'm entering this third quarter of my life, is saying, okay, Alvina, you have reached goals, success goals. Now let's work on your personal goals. And you know what? What I've learned, Marnie, is it doesn't matter about the gifts, the trips, and the trinkets. People only care about and remember how you make them feel. So if I made you feel good and I have impacted your life, then honey, I am benched to bold. I have made you feel good. I am walking in my boldness. If not, I'm going to bench you and walk into my boldness. And that's where we are, making people feel good about it and taking away. I take away when I see your name on my phone, I smile. It generates warmness. And that's what that's about. I want others to feel the same way because life is short. It's not the elderly that are dying. It's young people in the prime of their lives. So every chance that we wake up, We are going to wake up. We're going to walk in stilettos in our mind. We are going to live fiercely. We are going to be as bold as we can in life. And that's what it's about. Every opportunity, not looking back, but looking forward into the new day. Bench the bold, baby. That's me.
I love it, Alvina. And you know what? You do that for people. And that really is so charming and so endearing that when we're around you, you make people feel good and you let them know how much you care about them. And it does resonate and then it does empower them. So I am so thankful for you to share your wisdom with everyone today on Bench to Bold. You know, I love you dearly. You're my bae friend. You know that. Lots of emojis and hearts and love. And so thank you for joining us on Bench to Bold. I'm Marnie.
And I'm Elisa.
And everybody go follow Alvina at More Media. What is it? What is your Instagram handle?
At More Media Hits. And I just want to say really quickly, don't worry about all the hardships and everything you overcame. It qualifies you to be bold and to bench those things in the past. I am qualified. You are qualified. We are all qualified. So be proud of everything that you've gone through. At More Media Hits, bench to bold.
That's right. I can't wait for the transcript of this show because I'm going to paste it to my, to my wall, like wallpaper, and it's so empowering. So Alvina, all right. We love you lots.
Thank you, Alvina.
Yeah. I miss you and I love you.
I'm really quickly. I'm proud of what you guys are doing. This is going to be a household name. God bless both of you. It's going to be successful and keep going. Don't stop. I'm watching you closely.
Thank you so much.
Love you.